Mark Develis, and I race in the Toyota Atlantic Series. I work with the team at EA, tuning the cars for Need for Speed Underground. I may push the limits of my car on the track, but off it, I drive safely and responsibly. Save the racing for the track, and if you feel a need for speed, just play Underground.
Thank you, East Side Boys. I will take it from here. How's it going, everybody? It's Alex on Ultimate Slow Eagle playing some Need for Speed Underground, released in 2003 for the PlayStation 2, which I'm playing right now, the Xbox version, which you're going to see in just a moment, GameCube, and on PC, like Hot Pursuit 2. Alright, so, Underground, this is personally one of my favorite games of the Need for Speed series. So we have Go Underground, which is pretty much just the campaign of this. Quick Race, where you just set fast laps in the track that you're choosing for your own leisure. Split Screen, which is pretty much the same thing. It's Quick Race, except an extra player. Statistics shows you your wins, starts, and style points. Many times are told in the drag, all that stuff. Customized ride, which is something new, the first of the many of the games we got here. So we have 8 cars we can start with, of course, but 5 of which we can use right at the moment. Options, where you set all this up, and I already set the options up earlier. And the Get Low song, I do not own the song, it just happens to show up while I'm getting the profile loaded. So from here on you won't be hearing that song, which really sucks because I actually really like the soundtrack in this game. Just to show off the songs. "26 songs. Vibration off. I cannot play a game to save my life with vibration on. Vibration's a huge distraction. Big shout out to my homeboy James Fox. He's playing this good, and this driver profile where you get to load or create or save your profile. And online, which you can't play anymore for obvious reasons. Alright. So let's get started. Welcome to Underground Mode. Your racing career starts here. Take on the toughest drivers on the street and prove you're the ultimate racer. Winners earn cool unlocks and upgrades. Losers go home. Let's do this. And on the first green cars of the Need for Speed series up to this point. And as you can see, you'll see a lot of tuners in this game. JDM cars. They're shifting their focus from fast cars to stylish and pretty exciting upgrades, because Too Fast, Too Furious came out within the same year of this game. Yeah, right as Fast and Furious was hitting the streets. We're using Integra. So L1 is the nitrous button in this game. Star points for shortcuts, near misses, clean laps, but you lose them for hidden traffic and all sort of stuff. Oh boy. Oh, I'm flying. Steering in this game is a little stiff, but turning in this game is a little stiffer than Hot Pursuit 2's, but this game is still relatively fun to play. It starts off really, really easy, but then, well, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the very first games of the series to have rubber banding to the max. And what I mean by that is that the AI will become ridiculously difficult as the game progresses. And nitrous with this game, and you use it, it'll complete the meter, and once that nitrous is used up, it's gone for good. You can't get any more, you can't grow it back, which sucks, but it's understandable. Let's play. That's fine. I'm not going to start about it, and it's not ready, so. And every race will just have 4, it'll just be me and 3 other opponents. And events are done a little differently than Hot Pursuit 2, so. That's just the start.
Is that your fantasy? Look, that's Ed. Take a good look, man. He's a winner, and winners get mad respect. It ain't just about the car, it's about the attitude. So which one of these is your car?
Right. Now for the 5 starter cars. We have the Volkswagen Golf, which is the worst of the starter cars. Handles really good, but front wheel drive, has low top speed and low acceleration, so the low acceleration gets a pretty poor launch. We can rotate the camera with the right analog stick. Alright, so 10,000 in the bank. Golf is 8,000. I'm going to show all the cars before I select it. One. Alright, Honda Civic, the SI trim. A little faster than the Golf. Again, front wheel drive acceleration. 10,000. That's expensive. So, it's still a formidable starter car. And with this game, you can pick the starter car and pretty much progress the whole game just with the starter car alone. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show off quite a few cars in this game. And the ones that don't show, I'm going to do a random event on with that car I don't show. So that way I can show you how they perform and I can give my personal opinion with it. And I've driven every car in this game once, I believe. I've only beat this game once. So, and Underground, that's the license plate for every single car. That's fun. Alright, next car we have the Peugeot 206. Very good car. It has slightly better acceleration than the Golf. I may consider getting it. And if you go AFK on your controller for a brief period, it'll rotate the camera for you. It did it with the Civic. Alright, Mazda Miata. Like the Civic, it's one of the better starter cars. I might end up starting with this in this version. But I want to see all the cars first. The rear-wheel drive car launch, so this car gets better launch than the other cars up to that point. Surprisingly really good handling. But when I did this drifting event at first, I was having so much trouble getting first with the, I don't know why. And this is the NB Miata. So, got the bug eye one. Or football eye. Yep, see? Doing the AFK rotating thing. I mean, okay. And the final star car of the bunch is the Dodge Neon, which is surprisingly really balanced. And shout out to my friend Sultan, this is the best starter car of the bunch, alongside the Miata and the Civic. Decent handling, pretty good speed, and mediocre acceleration. But then acceleration's going to be kind of lacking in the starting game anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. So with this version, I'm going to end up starting with the Volkswagen Golf.
Ouch, that is seriously weak, dude.
She's going to say that each time we pick the starter car, so nothing we can really do about that. And that's ooh.
Hey, loser. Alright, check it. Maybe I can help.
Just you and me, one-on-one. Money in the bank. Let's go.
You want to be the best? You gotta take these boys down. If you lose, you're gone. Got it? Good.
Yeah.
Now move it.
Alright.
Come here to find the latest races. The race map will show you where all the action is.
Alright, as I was saying, the first car we deal with in the tutorial was the Vortex Acura Integra, which we don't unlock until later in the game. So, we have 5 racetracks, race events. Thing is, I'm going to be doing 5 events through each part. How I set it up in my head. So, 5 events per part. So, that of course excludes this, and I believe the finale of the game. Before we get into that, we'll customize the car a little bit. Kind of show off what we can do in this
Hey,
game.
what you think? You digging it? And you gotta win. No racing red, no coupons. Come here to customize your ride and build the ultimate street racer.
Right.
Major respect for customizing your ride. You want to race, you gotta look bad.
Alright, so for customization, first we have this visual.
There's a wide
And we can
selection of
upgrade
visual
our
upgrades here
body.
that can turn your car into the coolest looking ride.
not gonna do anything right now with the body. Just show off what we got unlocked. Very customization heavy game. And customization in this game is a lot better than Unbound's by a mile. And hatchbacks and reputation there. Get past a certain star, you'll get something, or get easier hold of a magazine or something. And it'll help build up your style points for a reputation multiplier. Hatchbacks are actually really difficult to get to 5 stars because a little less upgrading and all that mess. Can't deal with your scoops at the moment.
Stock rims just don't cut it. Select a new set here to give your car some style.
Select rims. I'll select a few. And I'll very briefly show you what we can pick. And you can pause the video of what we can get unlocked at the moment. Not going to pick anything right.
Accessories at a little...
Accessories. Just add a little bit of things. I think you'll get a headache from her talking about all this. We know how to do it. And customize your exhaust, taillights, and headlights, and window tints, and all that. I think you just get the gist of it.
Welcome to the paint shop. Paint your car or your parts to give your ride its own distinct look.
I know how to do this. Paint. Let's see. Do I want this blue or let's get this one? Try and make it look like the R32. Skip all that. And paint.
You can find plenty of sponsor decals here. Let people know what cool parts you put on your car.
Yep.
Vinyls are large stickers you can put on your car to give it some personality. There's plenty to choose from and lots of options for layering.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Buy and install upgrades here to turn your car's performance from a kitten to a lion.
Yep. Pretty much upgrades, which we don't have any upgrades unlocked yet. It'll go from stock to just incredibly fast. Higher the upgrade, the faster and you go, and the better the car controls and all that. And trading in.
Sometimes your ride can't cut it. Trade it in and get back to racing.
And trading in, you'll get a certain fee of how much it costs to trade your car in and all that. And I'm not gonna deal with all that right now. I'm not dealing with all that right now. We're just gonna stick with what we got up to this point. So that's the gist of customization. What else you can do in Underground mode is a few other things. Also got rankings
If
where
you
you
want
can
to be the best, you gotta climb to the top of these rankings ladders. Check these lists after each race to find out how you stack up against the other drivers.
where we can view our rankings throughout each event type. Circuit, sprint, drag, and drift. And we're not ranked anything yet.
Getting your ride on the cover of a magazine is the ultimate props. Your car's gonna have to look good and drive
I have
fast.
27
These magazines will put
magazines
you on
to
their
do.
cover if you prove yourself on the streets.
So yeah, get ourselves in a magazine. Just get through all of that, and then career stack. It's again you can do that. And if you don't have autosave enabled, you can just save your progress here, which I do. Have autosave enabled. So we got the first of the events. Yes, first circuit. Let's go ahead and get started. Jose's got your back.
What's up, bro? I'm Jose. Sam told me I should keep keep an eye out for you. She said you plan on turning the streets upside down. Welcome to the streets, dog. Let's see if you can hang.
Well, Jose, prepare to be amazed. First thing I'm going to do... Alright, so we have... For every race, we have 3 difficulties. Easy, which has AI match up with your pace. Medium, put up a little bit of a challenge. And then hard, where you have to really hammer down to win. Since I haven't done Underground 1 in a while, I'm going to stick with easy to keep myself very... As much as I want to do hard and all that, and be hardcore in this game, I want to make the Let's Play a very hospitable...
Try your hardest.
Yeah.
And you try your hardest not to be a fucker at work, but everyone you deal with is a fucker, so you end up being a bigger fucker, just not fucker the fucker.
Mom, Chad, they're on Facebook talking shit. They're just messing around. I thought they were talking about my game. That's fine. It's fine. So, as much as I want to do the hard difficulty, for this Let's Play, I want to try and make it a little more hospitable. So, we're going to just stick with easy. And work our way up for upgrades. Let's get started with our first race. And buying visual upgrades will improve the rotation multiplier, and that's very true. Alright, first person we have is Jose. I think he's a bro, so we'll be okay with him. And you can already tell that circle to look back, and then squares to break and reverse, triangle to change your view. I'm just going to keep the camera like this. Yeah. Pretty much most of the controls are kind of the same as Hot Pursuit 2. I'm just in a tuner setting now. And golf, this golf is kind of personal because this kind of golf looks a little similar to my old car, my first car, the 2012 Veloster. Golf, it actually drives really smooth, and I think it has the best handling of the bunch, despite being a little underpowered. Golf GTI. I mean, I like to have a really fast car now, don't get me wrong, but I like to be able to balance high speed and great handling. To have the best car driving experience possible. And the more clean sections you have, the higher your multiplier for certain clean sections will be. See how it was 3 and when I did the first section of this lap here? And this one will be number 4. And you can only get the shortcut sections once. So, that's all good. And know how I'm using automatic. One event type will have forced manual transmission, and I do okay in manual transmission. I might end up starting to do some games in manual transmission in the future. I know Gran Turismo, I will definitely have to be manual for some of the license tests. It's all good though. And calling up all the events and all the style points you can get for all the stuff, for all the style points during the race and all that, and boom. 28.93. Pretty cool. And pretty much when the race is done, all your style points will be added down into a counter. More points you get, you may get prizes along the way, like more vinyls, decals, a bonus vehicle. You can get a lot of things with the points, like in Hot Pursuit 2. Alright. Okay, second race will be a sprint, which is pretty much the point to points. Last one there is a rotten egg. Okay. Race through the downtown core. First one past the airport construction zone takes home the bank. I didn't read the circuit one because Jose was talking, but it's just go around on the track for a certain amount of laps and you win. So, simple as that. Alright. Okay, race number 2. And I'll skip style points for head start and later on in the show, smoke show or whatever it is for hitting the nitrous before the race starts. And there's no percentage for sprints in this round, like in Hot Pursuit 2. They'll bring that back in, I believe, next game or in Most Wanted. I forget if it was Underground 2 or Most Wanted that brought the progress bar back from Hot Pursuit 2 and the sprints. As much as I'm bummed for not driving fast cars or unique cars in this game compared to Hot Pursuit 2, I'm excited for a little bit of a different genre, like the tuner scene. I'm pretty excited for that. And these pillars can be a hazard, so be careful when you go through this tunnel here. Alright, nice and easy. Again, this is just the start of the game, where the game can be really, really brutal as we progress. So, yeah. I'm doing so far in time. Oh geez, 30 minutes already. Gonna be a long vid. Well, it's the first one, so it's gonna be scripted. Okay, now we go on to event 3. It's all about style and finesse. 4 laps, okay. It's an oval, so understandable.
Whoa, kid, this is sick. Yet another convert to the drift scene. Let's see what kind of moves you got. They call me Dirt, and I like to get sideways.
Okay, and Dirt, he's kind of another ombre, but not really. So, we can deal with him later on in the game. Alright, the lowdown. Alright, so while the crowd would speed and style, put up big points to get mad props and big bank. Okay, with this car, this may be an issue because front wheel drives. This game doesn't show it very well, but front wheel drives tend to understeer a lot. I used to like smoke everybody in this drift thing when I first got the game. So higher you go, the better your score is, and faster you go, you can get better multiplier. Start off like 200, and then just keep on going and going. But again, since I have such a slow car, getting to the higher multipliers is kind of impossible, so unless you have the Miata, which I don't for this one, that's fine. But again, really simple to do, just power slide. And Dirt is in a 240 SX, which we get later on in the game, and Jose is also in a Golf. Alright, for our first style reward, we have the tier level 1 Fennels, and we unlock Dirt Track 1. And as we go further in the game, we'll unlock more tracks, more cars, and more Fennels and all that stuff. So it's going to get pretty cool and exciting. Alright. Okay, the perfect shift. Now I have the first of the drag racing. I actually enjoy drag racing, to be honest. This is the mode of being forced manual transmission that I'm talking about. With this game, since I have PS2 controller here, L2 and R2 were used to shift up and down. It'll be explained more when we get to the event.
Sup, dog? Name's Derek, but my buds call me Clutch. I think I'll call you Tow Truck, because that's what's going to be hauling that heat to the dump after this race.
Okay, thank you for the encouragement. Okay. So we got 4 cars, 4 lanes. This is how drag races go down. Show Clutch you got the skills. Sure will. You can just tap the D-pad and left analog stick to change lanes. You really can't turn in drag races. You just gotta weave in and out of the lane. Clutch is in a neon. Really nice looking neon, honestly. Okay. And how you start actually matters in this one, because short shift, good shift, hurt shift, and then the over rev. Stay too long in the red line and you'll blow the engine. Okay, yeah, it didn't start all that good. So, getting a good start's really, really difficult. Yeah. This may be an issue with this car because this car's not very good accelerating. Started a little bit better this time. Still really can't get clutch. Wow, I'm doing so bad with this. He's pulling away. This is the first drag race and I'm already struggling. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, I got a little lag. Clutch is trying to pass me. Can't have that. If I can get a good start. try and with these drag races, if you're in an underpowered car like this Golf here, just try and cut them off as they're about to pass you. They're just going to pull away. For some of the pursuits, you gotta be very, very precise, especially with nitrous. That's what makes drag racing very interesting in this game. There we go. A few attempts and I got it. Thank you. Only 500, you're not going to get a whole lot of points, but I'm not really that surprised. More money. And we unlocked our first new car, the 2003 Mitsubishi Lancer ES. Not the Evo. Evo 8 wasn't mainstream yet. Okay so far. And our final event for tonight is going to be, for this one, is the lap knockout. Where you don't want to be in last place by the end of the lap or you're knocked out. Last place is a bad place to be. First track, and we're going backwards this time. Like derbies and flat out and lap knockouts and this game, of course, eliminators and burnout. Again, just keep driving nice and smooth, and first place will be mine. Drag City rubber banding, even on easy, some of the AI tends to be an asshole sometimes. So far, the Golf is seeming pretty capable. Getting through nice and smooth. Dominating everybody with the stock Golf. And fun fact, I actually started with the Golf when I first got the game. Because, hey, I always pick the first one a lot. And you can make it pretty far. But I know that's not the case, and as I got older, I picked different cars. I usually start with either the Civic, Miata, or the Neon. Last time I played this game, I actually started with the Miata. And with that, we got the Golf. The Golf claims victory. And what sucks is no one really cared about this starter car. But if they gave this car a chance, then you'd know that this is just as capable as the other 4 starter cars. It's incredible that so many are disregarding what's possible in this game. Alright. With that, we have the 5 races down. We're not ranked yet. It just only ranks the top 10, which is totally fine. So, with that, unlocking the Lancer. Ooh, we can trade in. We can trade in now. Yeah, what the hell. Fine with me. We'll just keep the Lancer. And from what I'm seeing, I believe the Lancer is a little bit like the Miata and the Civic together. But shares the Golf's acceleration. So, gotta look out for that. So, I'll meet you in the Xbox version.